Okay, today we're going to learn how to center a ball of clay. So I have a pre-wedged ball of clay here. I'm going to set it as close to the center of the wheel head or the bat as I can. Doesn't matter if it doesn't get perfect there, but try and get as close as you can. Now we're going to need a few basic tools when throwing pottery. You need a container for water, a bowl, you need a sponge, you need a needle tool, you need a rib. Now I have a wooden rib. Most likely you'll be using these kidney-shaped ribs. They're plastic. These are fine. And when you take your pottery off the wheel, eventually you'll need a wire tool. But right now, these are the only tools that we're going to be using. There are many more, but these will do for now. So first thing you want to do is get your hands wet and get the ball of clay wet. Friction is your enemy, so you always want to keep your hands wet. And I'm pushing the clay down to adhere it to the wheel head. So I'm just pushing pressure down, not worrying about it being centered right now. Just want it to be stuck to the wheel head so it doesn't shift around on me. Now that it's good and solid on there, it's not going to move, I'm going to bring it into a cone. And to bring it into a cone, I'm going to collar it down at the base, and as I lift my hands, I'm squeezing them together. So they're going and forming this cone shape. So the higher I get, the diameter of my hands closes in. So let me get some water on there. Start at the bottom, and then squeeze and pull up at the same time, and it forms a cone. So I'll show you that again. Start at the bottom, squeeze your hands together, and as you're squeezing together, pull up. It makes a cone shape. Now from the cone, I want to bring it back into a ball shape. And to do that, I need to keep this hand as steady as possible. So this hand, try not to move it. Lock it into your leg or your waist or on the side of the wheel if you can, but concentrate on keeping this hand as still as possible. This hand is going to be my plunger, so I'm going to push all of this clay back into a ball shape, and it's going to fill up this part of my hand. So make sure moisture on there, keep it still, and push straight down, and I can feel this clay filling up that hand, and I want to keep applying pressure with my plunger hand until the clay stops wobbling. So if it's moving around like this, I know it's not centered. But when it stops wobbling, then you can pull your hands away very gently, and you've got a centered ball of clay. Now if I was to pull my hands away roughly and quickly, it gives it a wobble, because every action has a reaction. So you want to make sure that everything you do is slow and precise. You don't want to wobble it at all. So let me bring this back up into a cone, and I'll show you again the plunger motion. So lock this arm in, keep it straight, and push this arm or this hand down until this clay fills your palm of your other hand. Hold it until it stops wobbling, and then pull away. That's a centered ball of clay. Simple as that, but it takes a lot of practice. From here, I'm going to show you how to lift the walls up and make a cylinder. That's going to be our next project. But that's it for Century. Thanks.